Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 4 in Las Vegas. This morning I was very happy that I had time to go to the gym for a little bit. I decided not to film inside the gym because I think it's a bit of a violation of everyone else's privacy and also quite uncomfortable. But I managed to get some full body stuff, some leg stuff, so my hips are feeling better. This morning we are making our way over to the Cosmo to grab a semi-quick breakfast before heading back into the Horseshoe for the continuation of day 2 of the PokerNews Deepstack Championship. We obviously did not bag a big stack. Yeah, bagging 103, so we're coming back to a 10k big blind. We're coming back with 10 bigs, and our decisions are going to be fairly straightforward today. Like most of you remember from the daily deep stack, I rarely enjoy and I feel very comfortable with the short stack. I think a lot of people 20 big blinds and less think like push fold is the answer. It absolutely is not. You can have raise folds off of 10 bigs, and I know that sounds crazy, but it really is true. Yeah, I'm just going to look to spin up a stack today. RCM isn't really a concern now. I think the next pay jump is $60, so we are not playing for that. We are really looking to spin up a big stack and go very deep. Yeah, so let's make our way inside the Cosmo, grab some food. Okay, so that plan was very swiftly thwarted, as the place I wanted to go to was Egg Slut, which I went to last year, and it's really good, but the queues there are just obscene, and if I were to stand there I would likely just miss unbagging. So I'm walking back to the Miracle Mile to see if there's something quick we can grab, because now we kind of just wasted time. The other options in Cosmo haven't opened yet because it is still kind of early, but that's a bit annoying because I really wanted to get the Egg Slut. Gonna make my way back inside the Miracle Mile and hope to find something else there quickly. Yeah, I actually took the decision to rather skip it. I know how far walks everything is in Vegas. Even Paris to Horseshoe is a mission, so decided to skip that and rather just come straight here, and it was a good decision because we've made it with only a few minutes to go. But we are in, I forgot which room this is, the big room, and we are on table blue, so very exciting, and happy that I got here in time. A little bit disappointed that I skipped breakfast, but I'm happy that I got the workout in. Hopefully we can just run it up, last till break, and then on break we can go get something.
Our viewers, a busy time in our PokerNews Deepstack
Well, I would classify that as short-lived. 2 hands into the day, 10 big blinds, rip king queen off from the low jack, button re-jammed with ace queen. He held, we didn't get there. Busto for the pretty disappointing min cash. Seeing as we were in for 2 bullets, it means we stone broke even after full day of play. But at least I added WSP cash to the track record, the CV. So now at least on the bright side, I can actually go get real breakfast at a place that I wanted to eat. It was on the bucket list, so might as well go there now. And then we are jumping straight into the $800 summer celebration. Made a slight lapse of judgment not depositing sufficient amounts into my WSP Plus app, so I just had to go stand in the queue to deposit more, but it went really quickly, smooth, and we just registered for the $800 summer celebration. We are in Paris Black, so right here, and we're going to just hop in, and starting stack's 40,000, but unlike yesterday, blinds are 30-minute levels, so a bit quicker. So that means we're gonna have to press the action a bit more, play more aggressive, but I'm gonna just check out my table, and you can click on the profiles of each person, and even if the WSOP Plus app doesn't have all the information, you can go corroborate with Hendon Mob to really get like a good understanding of who your opponent is. If they have 0 tournament cashes, you can pretty comfortably classify them as a complete amateur, whereas if they have $1 million in earnings, it's a different sort of style that you're going to be playing against them. So let's head into Paris. Just under 4 bigs. Call. We have them all joined dead.
Okay, you two guys have some.
I have kings.
You have 2 kings?
Yeah.
You're dead.
Okay, so that was a bit disappointing. We busted off the 2 levels. The vast majority of our chips went to a pretty gross cooler, straight over straight. I had a wheel, he had Broadway. Very disappointing, but you win some, you lose some. Now the question is, do we come see what cash games are running, or do we go play a daily? I know there are several other tournaments happening in Vegas. I was strongly advised that the 4th of July, which was the day that I had scheduled to play the main event, is going to have significantly less Americans, obviously being Independence Day, which you want Americans, you don't want the Europeans. They are much more difficult, much more skilled. So I was told that if I can, rather play the main event tomorrow. So that's kind of weighing in my decisions. I don't know whether it's a good idea to go play a tournament now, because a tournament, hopefully unlike this one, would run late, and then we'd be tired. I wouldn't play the main event tomorrow, I'd play it rather on the 4th. But yeah, I'm gonna check some sort of schedules and see what the best options are. Okay, so after giving it some thought, I went and looked at the cash games at Paris. They don't look great at the moment. So the options basically were to re-enter the 800 or go completely left field, not even something that was part of the schedule. Leave Paris, make our way down to MGM for the $1,700 Moneymaker Main Event. That event is 40-minute levels, so definitely a better structure. They're only on level 2 now, which is perfect. I'm very excited. I played it last year and I met Chris Moneymaker, so that was very cool. They're very open and comfortable with the vlogging. MGM does a great job at that. I don't know why Caesars is so sort of anal with the vlogging, even though I've managed to sort of get away with it. I did get reprimanded once last year, but no, I'm very hyped, and should be a great tournament, $1 million guaranteed, and feeling very comfortable and confident. Okay, we are paid and registered for the $1,700 Moneymaker Main Event. This is an event we played last year. It did not go that well, but the South African constituency here did very well, so that means we have to pull our weight and get informed this time. Okay, so we just had to check in that we are vlogging here with the poker team here. They are incredibly helpful and made the whole process very, very smooth. So we are vlogger approved, and gonna go get seated now. Well, that went just about as bad as it possibly could have gone. We are out. Extremely disappointing and frustrating. I didn't win one single pot from the second I sat down till now. Lasted 4 levels. Yeah, just very annoying. Not an amazing table, but I wouldn't say a particularly tough table. My bust out hand, I had 20 bigs, folded to the small blind, who raised. We were playing 300, 600. He made it 1900. I called with Jack 9 off, I think a very standard defend. The flop came King 9-6 with 2 clubs. I had the Jack of clubs. He bet 2200. I called. Turn 8. So this board reasonably draw. I mean, he is supposed to have just a ton of bluffs in the spot. A lot of ace jack, ace 10 through to ace 4 off. Just really, like, he can really be wide. He had a lot of chips. And turn comes and he puts me all in quickly. And I thought about it for quite a while. And I didn't think that he would fast play a very strong hand. Aces, kings, ace, king, even king, queen can sometimes just slow play because I basically have an SPR of 1. So there's no real need to like rush to pile chips in. So I called and he had aces, which I think is just like a little bit poorly played by him, even though that sounds bitter. Like, he really needs me to have a hand, and I think if I had a strong hand I would have just shoved pre, so he's possibly losing out a lot of value. But now that we've busted, it means there is a very high chance we will be playing the main event at the World Series tomorrow instead of Friday, and I'm very much looking forward to that. For now, I'm not very hungry, but I do want to play a cash game to try and recover these losses. So our options are go back to Paris or Bellagio. I looked here at the cash games. They have 1, 2 available. That's it. I'm not playing that. So I'm going to look on Bravo, and we'll go from there. This is something that I wanted to do last year but never really had the opportunity. So I'm going to be taking the monorail out of MGM and back to Paris for a cash game there.
Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been testing so much, all these restless nights, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a Benzo. You gotta separate.
Okay, so that cash game definitely did not go as expected. We put our name down for 2-5 and 5-10, but the 5-10 game looked significantly better. So I sat there. As I sat down and got my chips, they told me, oh, it's actually 5-10-20. So it is quite a big game, but that's fine. We sat and I lost just under a buy-in, which is really not that big of a deal. But in that game, like, I shouldn't be losing frequently. So I'm just going now for dinner with some friends in the main event. I really want to get their insights and their opinions in preparation for tomorrow. Very important. I think they're both excellent players, so very much needed. But then once we're done with dinner, we're going to Alexis here. Then I'm going to head back to the cash game room and try regroup my losses for the day.
Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days.
Okay, so after that incredibly delicious dinner, we are back here at Paris to get our revenge for the cash games, and it was really nice having sort of strategy discussions. The main event is just so unique in its approach with those 2-hour levels, 300 big blind starting stack, that I think the main focus is going to be the mental battle of not punting, remembering that there will always be better spots, and to just stay patient and sort of not force situations that in a faster structure you kind of have to force, because if you don't, you're going to have no chips. This is not that case, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. For now, I am eager to get my revenge on that cash table. Well, I've definitely set a new record for the biggest day of cash game losses in Las Vegas. That's obviously not a great thing to do. Yeah, very annoying, a lot of very shit spots, a lot of bluffs that went very badly. I don't know if most of them were necessary. My last hand, 4-bet, actually just very steamed at the moment, but my last hand, we're playing 5, 10, 20. The cutoff opened to 50, button 3-bet to 125. I called 4-bet to 300 with pocket nines. I don't know what that sound is. Okay, hopefully the construction sound is finished. Yeah, called 4-bet with nines, button called. Flop came ace, queen, 6, rainbow. I see bet small, he called. Turn came the 10 of spades, and I kind of think I have to turn my hand into a bluff here, try get out. I don't think he has ace king. Obviously he can have ace queen. I think ace king he just rips him free. He can have ace queen, but it's a bit difficult. Ace 10 obviously never folding, but ace jack, pocket jacks, whatever, I don't know. So I jam, and he asks for a count, thinks about it for a while, calls with ace 3 of spades. Very annoying. I think if the turn doesn't come a spade, he just folds. He should probably just be folding anyway. Like I overbet jammed, so he's not priced in at all if I have value. But anyway, whatever. That was a good sign. That was my time to call it quits for the night and go back to the hotel, get some rest, relaxation, just decompress, forget about this very shit day of cash games. Focus up for tomorrow. It's going to be a great day. We have positive energy flowing and just very optimistic. Things are going to go much better. We got out all the run bad and shit hands and everything bad out today. So tomorrow's just going to be great. And yeah, I'm just going to walk back and call it a night. And I will see you all bright and early tomorrow for our first ever WSOP main event. Good night.